back with our fabulous team to prevent a war and save the world. We do have a plan. One shot to throw a wrench in the war machine before it rolls out. And we need all the meat on the streets we can get. Okay, we're the meat now. So if you want to be some extra gristle in the chapel meat grinder when we hit them tomorrow night, you're in. You sell it well. I'm the recruiter. I'm a symbol of vengeance in 100 pounds of selenite armor. Back me up or don't. Alright, meant it in a kind of playful tone, but I might have misread the room. Oh, Jen. Wait, the chapel use Imperial? Yes. Let's put those fuckers in the ground. Yeah, it can't be using Imperial measurements. That's a crime. What's the mission? The Chapel of the Closed Fist. The heart of their military operations, and it's where the first chaplain takes strategy meetings. The agent we had on their janitorial staff was blown last week, but we believe the last recording he made is still at his dead drop inside. This close to the announce, there's every chance he caught the first chaplain discussing the real reasons for invading Medill. That's the one thing that might be explosive enough to derail the invasion, so we get that recording at all costs. Game plan? The Closed Fist is a fortress. We throw everything we've got. I'll lead the brute force contingent to raise hell at the front gate. And once they move their offenses to deal with us, Group 2 storms the side entrance and shoots their way through to the dead drop. What's this building here? Nothing, just a church. And these are all windows. Oh yes, we are Windows experts, so let us in on that. Yeah, why? Can I make a suggestion? Wish you would. Don't waste your distraction at the front gate. They're already strong there. They won't need to divert much. Even your distractions should make them sweat. They won't sweat this church. There's nothing there. Not the church, the side entrance. Send everyone there. But don't go in. You don't need to. With that many people at the weak point, the threat is enough. They'll have to defend it. The Owl's eyebrows are trying to decide if Zan is stupid. You do understand that we need to get inside the building to get the recording, right? That's us. We breach that church, get to the second floor, then Jen can cross the facility straight through these windows, grab the recording and get out. No one even touches the rest of the facility. Not impossible, but I can't let you take the recording. Too important to trust to a stranger. Well, you've got craft. Out in the streets we saw you teleport. How does that work? What's the limit? Line of sight. Need a target to swap with. Range maybe 200 feet? Then you come with us. We get you to the window, you swap in and get the recording yourself. You're overqualified as a distraction anyway. Might be the sleep deprivation, but that isn't sounding crazy yet. Yeah, we're doing it. I'll run it by command, but they won't love who it came from. If there's something we don't know about the situation, set us straight. But if it's a question of operational expertise, Zan's been doing this for 25 years. I genuinely don't know of anyone clocking that much Spec Ops experience without dying on a Spec Op. I'll relay it. Not gonna do that little sales pitch though. That shit won't fly with the sale. Your choice. You had to make it about my age? In a nice way. Also, Kitty, just hiding in the darkness. But he's here. This time, yes. She always makes it about the fact that Zan's so old. Just some church, right by the chapel of the Closed Fist. I'm seeing more gunmen in here than I'm used to in a church. We're in the militarized district. We'll hit worse. What's with the golden arms? Absolvers. Chapel found a guy who could make people invulnerable. Locked him up, now they force him to enchant those sleeves with the same power. They're vessels? That's meant to be once-in-a-lifetime gift. You can't battery farm them. Chapel found a way. Last I heard, they get 20 a week out of him. That's horrifying. That's how they treat people with craft. Mid to low tier on the list of reasons I won't let them take me alive. Then let's do this quick and clean. Yes, they're proper nasty, those chapel people. What we've got here. Okay, yes, so here's the golden arms. Yes, projects a beam of protection to a nearby ally. That person is invulnerable, but not immovable. While the beam is active, cannot protect themselves. Okay, so they look pretty weak. 2 health units. So I think we can do some stuff here. But first check our objectives. Everyone needs to be at full health. We need to finish in turn 1 and destroy 2 weapon caches. this is a weapons cache. Destroying this weakens the chapel's stronghold on Kalan, and in more practical terms, explodes with some force. Okay, so it can deal some damage to those guys here. And here, if someone's at the laptop, they're gonna be in trouble. So let's see what we can do. Potentially, we want to redeploy. Bank swap with Zan, because I think she will do better in this room with her throwing things on the people, and Zan can support Jen. Jen breaches. Now, bolt both of those guys out of existence, right? And then we can immediately go bolt one of those guys as well. He will take damage then. I do wonder, while he's invulnerable, will the sedative still apply? Yes, okay, so the sedative applies even if he doesn't take damage from it, which means we will be able to kill him now. Yep. There we go. That's better. Now, Zan, go here. Shoot this thing. Jen can still move, go to the laptop, use it. Then Dal, just charge this guy. Oh, and that pushes him into the weapons cache and he dies as well. So that's all good. Dal can still move so that they're near those guys when they come out. And I guess that's it. We're ready. Because even time boost don't do anything now. Okay, let's just get them in. One of those guys that retaliates and he's protected, which means when we try to get this guy, he will try retaliate. But if we're not in line of sight, that might be fine. So can she do something here? Like, oh, he will go out through the open door, but the retaliation works. But she can just set up transference on herself so that that guy just shoots himself. Get this guy out. There we go. Yeah, he shoots himself. Now, Dal can move here and then charge this guy. Takes him out fully. And that's it. We're done. Everything's perfect. Got all the things complete. Go on. I'm coming up on the windows, but the route's crowded. Wanna raise some hell to draw them over there? Happy to. We're outside a big fire pit. Is that important? The hollowed hearth? A rare laugh. Yeah, safe to say they'll send some folks to protect that. Then we'll hold it till they run out. Appreciate it. Well, we've got them here. Gather around this campfire, toasting some marshmallows. And we've got to interrupt it. What we want to do. 9 different abilities in one turn. Defenestrate 2, hit 6 enemies with a single spectral skull. Okay. Let's breach then. If we want to do 6 with skull, we're gonna have to do it early on. It's just a question of whether the ones that are shielded, do they count, right? Because we can bounce it like this and get a bunch of them. It's just will it count or not? Oh, that's also only 5. So she needs to stand more this way. Yes, then we can get a lot more of them. She does get the retaliation, but she's not dying, so we're fine and we don't care about her being full health. Okay, for the defenestrations, what can Jen do? So she's got the bolt as always. So this guy and this guy both go out and then kill him. She also gets the retaliation, but I'm like, it's fine. Can we get this guy out of here as well? If Zan comes in to actually help somewhat, he can time boost the dog, who can then sedative this guy. And Zan also shoots him, pushes him back, which means we can then just gale grenade him out of the room. That's only 5 abilities used though. What else can we do? Zan can still shoot. Jen can grab intel, but that doesn't count. So yeah, I mean, we have the predictive bolt, but it only would be a few. Does taking cover count? No. Like, we could do the death door behind him. There. If those two leave cover. We don't have anything to push them with anymore. Unless we just set up transference just for the fun of it. No, I think let's go back a bit. Can we do this better about getting that guy out? Or refocus on this guy? Right, because we can get the dev store. We can grab the intel. Zan can time boost. He can move as well, so he will be better positioned. He can time boost Jen or Banks. Can Jen push enough? Yes, she can with this. That will get that priest out. Jen's dead, so that's not good. But we will be able to revive her. Unless before we do that, Banks put transference on Jen back to this guy. And then Jen just chain bolt the priest into there. That's only 5 abilities. What else can we do? Banks is out. Jen still got the grenade. And Zan got burst and predictive bolt. I mean, he can for sure burst and predictive on the door. I'm wondering if he was to shoot this, right? That gives him mana, right? Which means he can be giving time boost again. So like Jen can have a time boost. So that lets her do stuff again, like shoot. So that's 7 done. And then she can also still move. He can do another time boost on her again. She can shoot again. Oh, but then it has to be different abilities. So do we just grenade into him so he gets pushed? Okay, that's 8 abilities. Is there anything we haven't used yet? Bolt? Yes, okay, that's all 9 abilities used in one turn. Literally everything. Okay, they're all spent for sure, although Jen can still move and shoot. If she moves here, she can shoot the weapon caches to get her extra mana. Okay, I think now we're done. Yeah, so that guy's immediately out. Just leaves one of those protective guys. More people are coming, but that means Jen can just shoot this guy. Zan can keep predictive here. Banks can come, grab intel. Jen can come, grab intel. And I guess we just end. Right, because we have to get through the reinforcements. Okay, the retaliation guy again. So we should dispatch him first. If we just sedate him, that should get him dead with Zan's help. And then we find to shoot this guy. He's out. Okay, we've got a big guy coming in through this door. Another guy through here. Let's move Jen back. Let's move Zan to here, because I think the predictive won't get the big guy out, but it can get that guy down. And that's basically it. Yes. And then, yes, we've got the priest. Unfortunately, no more dev store. But yes, Banks move away. We want to stay away from this person. Can't sedative them because they've got a gas mask. The skulls will deal 1 damage. The chain bolt reinforced will give 1. I think Zan moved first so he can then assist with like shooting as well. Chain bolt will then gets them 1. Shoot them for 1. And I guess predictive somewhere here, so we can also shoot them on the approach. Okay, they didn't even turn, so that's unhelpful. But now they're not having their gas masks anymore. So we can do that. And just get them finished off. There we go. Everyone's happy, everything's done. All the confidence coming in. And here's Dal. I'm at the crossover point. There's still heavy resistance, but I might be able to take them. Don't engage. We've got this building. You just need to get across as soon as you can. Doesn't sound like my style. Leave him in the dust. Ha. Fundamentally the same thing. But no, I kinda like it. Okay, so what is the plan then? Okay, so get Dal to the other building. We have to actually do this ourselves. They're not just gonna be like a cutscene do it. But Dal wants to destroy 4 weapon caches this turn, so that's gonna be interesting. Well, we breach. They're our only character. So what we want to do? Actually, maybe we wanted to breach through the other door, because then we can run straight at that other guy. Because if we do this, we can charge this guy from quite far without using our move, so they just get yeeted all the way across. Then we had the thing with our swap means people will target them, but I don't think anyone's targeting, right? This guy is not seeing us. So if we swap here, nothing happens other than we're closer to this guy now to be able to do it. And we can grab intel. So we can actually swap. No, we can't swap again unless we move to here. And then we can see. And then we swap again. So we can use the laptop to get the stuff. But that didn't destroy any weapon caches because, well, we didn't attack them, right? Now we're being targeted, but we should be fine. The block is not gonna protect us, right? Because it's low cover and we can't take cover. Yeah, to destroy the weapon caches, we would have to run into them, right? And then we would take damage. Like, we would have to do it here. I guess we would have to shove a person into them. Okay, well, let's worry about the main mission. I think we're good. Like, we're gonna take some damage, but not the worst situation. Okay, let's just continue. Yes, it was in turn 1 to the caches. So yes, we would have had to done something like swap to this side and then do stuff, but that feels like complexities of it. Potentially we don't have the right abilities. Anyway, get to the recording, collect it, and we're done. At least it was efficient and clean. I've got the recording. You guys in position? Yeah. And we wouldn't say no to some backup. We might have underestimated how long they could keep sending guys. Good. The more firepower we draw over here, the less they have to gun down our distraction team. The extraction van's almost in range. We can blink out anytime after that. Then let's make them sweat as long as we can. We gotta kill a bunch of guys. Oh yeah, so we're in that room there. So we're playing both places now. Yes. So Dal can breach. Immediately removes that guy. They try to retaliate, but the shield stops them. We can move to here, but before that... Okay, let's just survive 7 more turns. Interestingly, our main objective is to keep them all alive to the end of turn 4, but then all the optionals is survive 7 more turns, so is there more things gonna happen? Anyway, they can come here. We've gotta get this retaliation guy out. She can sedative. And then Zan shoots him some more. If Jen comes here, she can blast him out. And then she can still move to this intel. She usually needs mana. Zan can grab intel so he can give out actions. Then move him here so he's got predictive on one of the doors. We still got this guy, but Dal can deal with them by charging them and knocking them out the window. Fortunately, they can't like bounce into the other room because that would be a bit silly. We could bring Dal over to this side if we wanted to, but I think they're good for now. So let's continue. Anything Banks can do? She can move. Let's just hide her in this corner. We still got unused actions. Because Dal could deploy some stuff. But I think we're good. Yeah, one guy down there. There's a protection guy. But guess what? Dal can just charge them out of the room. Goodbye! Yes, the retaliation doesn't work. She can have the intel. Okay, we need to get this retaliation guy out of here. So Banks can sedative him, also deal some damage and explode the weapons cache. Zan will come and join. And then Jen can just finish him off. Then Zan can get this guy into the wall. And he can predictive once again onto this door. Let's see. Dal can also move here, so they've got eyes on the people coming out of the door. They can charge them. There's gonna be a charge guy coming out here, but that's fine. Let's just end turn. Let's get that guy out. Okay, this guy comes in with the protection. Okay, we've got a retaliation guy here, so we want to deal with them. And the big guy as well is troubling. If Dal moves here, they're being targeted. Then if we use the swap with the big priest... the priest doesn't take damage from the shot this guy does because he has a shield, but the retaliation triggers and he shoots his own guy. So, and the priest was also protected by the invulnerability. Interesting. Before we do this swap, Jen move here for a better angle and to not get the retaliation. Shoot this guy, so he's no longer protecting the priest. Then, Dal is being targeted, so we can do the swap with the priest. Yes, the retaliation happens and now they're there all alone by themselves. But we should be able to shoot through the windows still, if we want to. So Banks can still reach with the sedatives, push that guy into the cache. So he's dead, but then he retaliates. Can we get the retaliation guy out? Okay, how about Jen can move? Zan give her time boost. Banks throw a sedative here. Okay, we take the retaliation, but maybe it's fine. Jen then bolts. Bolt this guy, bolt this guy. And then actually we can get this priest out. Okay, we get a lot of from the retaliation. Maybe before Jen does that, Zan shoot this guy, right? So he's weakened, because now when Jen does the bolt, he will die. So they will all die. There we go, that's a lot better. Zan can still predictive on this door, take that person coming in out. And yeah, I guess we're good for now. Banks is a bit injured, but it's fine. Okay, they got a priest there, but good luck getting to us. Okay, Dal, move here. What's with the slam? Okay, they just slammed him to death. So that gets him out immediately. What can we do? We can do more swaps, right? We can swap to this side, so that Dal can be doing more damage there later. Zan can just shoot and kill this guy, so this priest is no longer protected. We can chuck in a dev store, so then if Jen stands closer to here, hairbolts should push them out. Yes. And that's all of them for now, basically. We've been cleaning out each turn, so we can just keep going, I think. Yes, we have unused actions, but what is there to do? I guess predictive on this door again, just so we clear this guy. Okay, now we've got guys with grenades. Blink outs ready, let's go. Or we could keep pounding them till our fists bleed. Two valid choices. Okay, so that's what it is, right? We can go blink out as a pig, but if we want to complete it, we've got to go for 3 more turns, which honestly, this has not been that hard. The only thing is now they have the mana draining guys, but I think we're still good. Like, Dal can be moving within here and just slam people, right? That's one guy out. Here we've got one guy as well. Should be easy enough to kill him. Yeah, just Zan shoot him. And Zan put predictive on the door. There's another person going through the door here, but we don't really have traps. So all I'm doing is just moving Jen maybe closer to the window in case she needs to shoot someone. There is a big guy coming out here, but that's fine. We will deal with this problem next turn. No enemies left. Turns out there was a guy here I've completely ignored, but that's fine, because Jen can move and shoot. But he's in cover. If she moves here, is she aligned to be able to shoot? Yes, she is, but that does not deal enough damage. And that just moves him closer to the thing because he didn't hit a wall. Now, he is alive, but we've knocked him out in sense of He's not shooting, but we can just do the cocktail to get him into the cache, and then he's dead. And then there's no more enemies, so we can just keep going. Okay, big guy here. Okay, Dal is in a bit of a corner here, so let's see what we can do about it. They don't have mana again to swap. They would have to destroy this weapons cache for that. What assistance can we get you? Because here we just have this one guy. Jen can deal with them by just doing this, because they go into the wall, that kills them. Jen can assist if we give her a time boost. So actually let's move Banks closer so the time boost is for both of them. Just in case we need it. I think if we can get rid of this guy, and we can because we can just slam him. Banks can give Del transference, because if this priest charges them, we will move all that damage. Then Zan again, predictive on a door. Although yes, I think this is gonna be better predictive on this door, because this is gonna be the retaliation guy, and we don't like those. And I think we're good. Jen can blast those caches so that she gets more mana, since we have spare stuff to do. Yeah, they're gonna hit themselves, and we can continue to the next turn. This is turn 7, so we just need to get through this and we'll be good. Okay, so we've got the priest still here, then the retaliation guy, and the protection. Oh, and the guy shooting the mana sappers. This is the last turn we've got to survive. We've got the retaliation guy, so would be good to get him out. For that, if we move Jen in, Zan needs to move out. Okay, we need to kill this guy first, so Zan can take care of that. And then Jen can just blast this guy out the window. No problem. Dark can move here. They're out of range of the other priest. And they can even shield themselves just to make sure. Just to make sure nothing bad happens to us. Banks needs to get rid of this guy. We can cocktail him. And then she can move so she's not affected. Jen still got grenade, so she can just use it very offensively to get that guy out. And yeah, I think we're good to end the turn. Yes, more priests are coming in, stuff like that. But that gives us all optionals complete, and we can just blink out now. Goodbye. Oh, we have to blink out everyone individually. There we go. Everyone's out. We're done. That was a silly one because we kept going longer and longer. But yeah, we've knocked out 22 hostiles, 6 defenestrations. So, big party. Infiltrate the church complete. Get down to the chapel of the closed fist complete. Retrieve the recording complete. Leave the militarized zone discreetly. Possible this was not sufficiently stressed to Jen. Yes, she's there on the top of the car just going crazy. Okay, we've got a couple level ups. One for Jen. What does she want to be doing better? Well, we can make the Gale Grenade also deal damage, or we can make an extra use of it. I don't use it all that much because lots of people are resistant, but maybe that's it. +2 knockback at point blank range. Okay, let's get another Gale Grenade, then we can use it more, right? Because if we only have one, then I'm like, oh, you know, I need to save it for when it's important, and I don't use it. And Dessa, what you got? We can get an extra Death's Door. So I think that might be, again, just to get me to use them more, because I'm like, I know it's there, I know it's good, but I'm always like, oh, but what if there's a bigger guy coming? Right, don't use it now, wait for later. So I think that's good. We're just getting more of our potential things to use. And I guess I still got the Alarming Developments dream that I haven't finished. So let's take a look at it then. So we've got separate rooms with separate guys on separate alarms. And we've got to use all our free people to get things done. I guess let's breach everywhere. She even got one guy kicked. Zan can't come in because there is a guy overwatching. And we want everyone at full health. And she wants 5 people with the spectral skull. Okay. To do that, she's gonna have to stand somewhere good. Because she needs to hit them all, right? Which is basically this. There we go. Good job, Gary. Then Jen can get in, bolt a bunch of them, including taking out this guy that's blocking Zan. Grab this intel to Jen. What else? Zan, shooting this guy doesn't kill him, but if we move to here, it will. Now just Banks needs to deal with those guys. We can give her an extra action from Zan. He's got time boost. She can give a sedative, and then Zan will assist. Yeah, shooting one of them. So this guy still got a bit of health, but so what else can we do? We can predictive, so that when he runs for the alarm, we just shoot him. Yeah, and that will do it. That will complete this whole thing in one turn with the optionals, and we're happy. Okay, we've got a big room. Only one alarm there in the back, so they're gonna have quite a trip to go there, but we have neutralizers and stuff. And, well, we're gonna have a trip to go there, but we can have Jen just skip there through the windows. We wanna be at full health? Do it in 4 turns, and Banks just wants to get the skull onto at least 3 people. Okay, let's see about this. Let's breach. Then Jen sneak to the window, but she does get neutralized, so we have to put someone else closer. Before we do that, that gets Banks neutralized, but that means she can still throw sedatives around. So that gets them weakened. Zan, come nearby as well. Before Jen leaves, she can bounce some bolts around. Get some guys out of here. And then she can broom breach. She can go all the way to here, but she could also go to this room with the neutralizer. See if we can mess with him. But I'm not sure that's a good idea. Maybe just let's go towards the alarm. Because then, if anyone's coming out of the doors, anyone's coming through here, she can deal with them, right? Banks can already breach on this turn, but that will just get the neutralizer on us. Although Zan can still shoot. So let's see. Breach, she is neutralized. Okay, well, he can shoot over here instead. And then he can predictive here into this path, because people are going to come here. So yeah, they're just running. Shoot that guy. Ah, the neutralizer does hurt us. So actually we didn't want to breach that door. We just want to shoot this guy and predictive on this path. We will deal with the door and the neutralizer guy later. Because like, what are dreams for if not for doing optional objectives, right? Okay, so what we want to do here. If we breach, he will immediately start neutralizing. Can Zan come in here and shoot him? I mean, he gets immediately targeted. But if she moves here, he can then shoot. She's now got the skull, so she can get her optional done. Targeting all of them, get them down. We should probably be sealing some doors if we want to be getting those turns as well. Let's refresh her move, get to this door, and seal it. Okay, those two are stuck here for now. She can grab intel. We can foresee them running, and that's fine. Yeah, Jen is gonna have to go at those doors now, quick, right? If she comes here, Banks can sedative on all of those guys. So Jen should be able to shoot them nice. Yes, big shot there. Right here, seal this door. Zan will be able to see this guy. Actually, if he comes back here, he can finish him off. So yes, no one will sound the alarm anymore. And we're done. We didn't have to seal that other door. All the optionals are complete. Everyone's happy. Everyone got what they wanted from it. Confidence going up. And we now get 2 pyromancers to deal with. What do we want here? Use laptop, yes. Everyone wants to be conscious, or Zan wants everyone to be conscious. Not sure if they personally want to. Jen wants to go turn 1, but Banks wants to resurrect an unconscious hostile. Okay. So we basically have to go battle and a half. Because yeah, we can kill them both probably quite quickly. If we have Jen come in here, shoot this container, it will blast them both. So now they're no longer having their gas mask protection, so she can sedative then. Zan, time boost them both. Then we can chain bolt both of them. But do we want to grenade them first? Or at least one of them first so that they're closer to this wall, right? Because then if we chain bolt him, he also takes the damage from hitting that. It's not quite there yet. What else can we do? I don't think we're good enough to be able to deal with them both and resurrect by the end of turn 1. Like, we can do another time boost. Right, so Jen can move, she can intel, she can do another bolt. So they're almost dead now. Skull, we could do it, but now Zan is in the way. So maybe we go back to before Zan moved. Right, because he can... Maybe he grabs this intel, because that still lets him do the boost. She can then skull them both. Jen has to move for this intel then. And bolt this guy and this guy. Okay, almost. One down, one still alive. Before she does that then, we can get another sedative on this guy. So he's more injured. And then we bolt him and this guy. So that's both of them down in turn 1. And we can do the laptop. Right? The thing is now, she wants to resurrect. So if we give her the time boost, because we can... Oh, but she doesn't have the mana for it. She would have to be the one... She would have to be the one that does the laptop, right? Then she's got the mana for it. We can get this guy up. Interestingly, the Jen's thing doesn't get removed. So if we end the turn here, would that be okay? He's like all confused, so he's also not a problem for us. Zan can still shoot him, just for good measure, and predictive next to him in case he moves. Okay, so will that undo Jen's objective? No, apparently it's fine. Apparently as long as we've done it first, it's done. And then we just have to finish this guy off. Okay, well, Jen, move away. We're getting a sedative in, and then Zan just finishes him off into the wall. And then everyone's done. We're getting silly. We're getting silly with our things. So yeah, it counted as 2 turns, but it also counted as doing both of them in 1. And that's our alarming dreams complete. But I don't think we're there. I know we're there with the White Witch, and we're there for the Deaf MD as well. And Dale can look like a roadblock. So that's our team now. I get the feeling I unlocked this outfit before, but if I think I may have like quit the game right after and it just didn't save that fact. Like, do I have to do something in order for it to save? Because yeah, there isn't manual saving, so okay, if I go into a mission and then back out, that saves it. So yes, I've probably had this outfit before because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I unlocked it. Anyway. The Chapel of the Closed Fist. Last week. Okay, so this is the recording we've collected. With the greatest respect, Chaplain, I think this is a gross overreaction. The insurgency will blow over. It always does, and if we commit to war with Medill now, we can't play that card for another 5 years. It's not about the rabble-rousers, Felgo. It's about the mana. My singers in the body have seen the test firsthand. The damn stuff is militarized now. It's not a theory, it's working, and the world supply sits beneath a country that is rightfully ours. Kalan is right. We cannot let faithless nations build armies of casters while we sit handcuffed to our principles. We're not considering using it ourselves, I trust. The Pantheon's edict have been very clear. I'll tell you what the Pantheon says when I've damn well written it. I won't be the chaplain who lets Kalan's last chance at supremacy slip through our fingers. Okay, so they're looking at like, oh, now that other people can abuse a magic and make themselves magical, they feel threatened by it. We move on Medill, I'll announce in Friday's sermon. Holy shit, was that as bad as it sounds? So much worse than we dared to hope. We wanted something with a kick. We got nitroglycerin. Kitty! The Medill stuff is what we wanted. I never dreamed he'd just openly admit they lie about the Pantheon. Yes, because they say like, magic is only for special people when it's actually not. Am I gonna derail things if I ask for primer on the Pantheon? You know we honor our dead here, right? More than honor. You'd call it worship. The chapel claim their high priest can hear them all, speaking as one. That's the Pantheon. There's a history to the real thing, but the chapel's version is just a free pass to claim everyone we've ever loved is asking us to do what they want. And now we have the head of church and state outright admitting they make it up. This is fucking checkmate. God, I hope Hesia saw this before he was blown. I'd kill to go down knowing I got the bastards this good. Should get some moderates fired up. Dull sighs. Probably not. Seriously? Now we hit the other brick wall we've been fighting. We can leak this on the Freenet tonight, but only tech-savvy kids with jailbroken phones will see it. They're already with us. Chapel controlled the legal internet and every TV station. Everywhere your sentry's dad gets his information. We can't get through to the chapel's base till we break down that wall, but this is the megaton we drop when we do. Okay, this place is super controlled, like unaware of anything outside because the information is being limited. This is all getting a bit too real on all the political fronts. Sure, it will make waves outside of Kalan. It might make the news, but what good that does to us? What information is new here? The countries already know that Chapel is surveillance state dictatorship with a mandatory religion enforced by police brutality. Hasn't moved any of them to action in the last 20 years. The DSR did impose sanctions. And the people of Kalan thank you for cutting us off. The Chapel didn't want foreign goods reaching us anyway. It just means the only tech we have access to is made by the institution we're fighting. Fair point. I'll shut up. Dull sighs again. I'm not trying to shut you down, I'm just tired. I'm tired of being told we have the world's moral support by nations that won't commit a single dollar to actual support. We're not even asking for troops. A shipment of Freenet phones would have turned the tide at Chalice Square 5 years ago. Is there a plan to get this out? I've heard rumors. There's a strike ready to go, just waiting on a payload worth the blood price. Could be bullshit though. I'm just a soldier, they don't tell me what. I'm hitting next till it's time to hit it. I might spill it to foreigners like you. Sounds like tomorrow's problem. Yeah, I don't want to spend tonight talking politics. Wins this big don't come around too often in a fight like ours. There's an old military tradition from the 1600s. If your victory spread more broad than it cost, you drink the difference in claret. We drink the blood of the dead? No, it's the blood of the living, right? She gets it. Can't speak to the symbolism, but the blood maths checks out. Thanks, Dessa. She is looking like she could probably drink blood about now. Come on, we've got 3 cases of 1975 we liberated from a minister's cellar, and he would fucking explode to know that foreigners and faith traitors were the ones who got to drink it. To the few friends who joined the Pantheon today. We carry their voices, and their voices carry us. Except it's all made up, we just said. And to the many who did it. Thanks to the foreigners with the dirty tricks and the ridiculous hats. What do you mean ridiculous hats? Who are you calling a ridiculous hat? Oh, are we doing a new board? It hasn't been updated for a while. Let's start getting the Kalan situation on here. Yes, the chapel is about to invade Medill. So that's here. We can read about them. Chapel is both church and state in Kalan. It started harmlessly enough, a stricter interpretation of Chronism, which has always been Kalan's primary religion. But since most of Kalan's secular groups split off to form Medill in the 70s, the religious, or literal fascist, has gained tighter and tighter control over Kalani's lives and freedoms. No, Kuldani was the national faith before 1720. That's where Kalan comes from. No, the chapel engaged in ethnic cleansing as early as the 50s. This is why I ask you to write this one, Jay, yes. Because she's like, oh yes, everything's wrong. Fine, all you need to know is what we're fighting for. The right to elect our own leaders, the right to worship any or no religion, publicly accountable justice system, the release of any surviving persons incarcerated without trial. All four are classified as heresy. So, pretty rough out there. And Medill declared independence from Kalan in the Skeptic Revolt of 1970. Since then, it suffered repeated invasions from foreign powers looking to secure its natural resources, including the world's primary supply of the mineral used to make synthetic mana. These days, the DSR occupies Medill with a force almost entirely composed of contracted reactor troops, but now reactor has gone rogue. Chapel leaders have often claimed Medill still rightfully belongs to Kalan, but this is the first time since the revolution that it's come to outright war. Dal, please fact check. The Kalan stuff is close enough. Ask a Medillion about the rest. Okay, one connection left to make is Dal Sabin, the rebel riot priest, sheltered us at rebel hideout. There is more, but yes, we can read about the rebel hideout. No actual location, obviously. We didn't realize how urgently we need a safe house when we got to Kalan, so thank God Dal took us in. We're in some disused maintenance tunnels beneath the old city. It's one of many hideouts the Resistance used to plan ops against the Chapel. And we have Chapel of the Closed Fist, Chapel Military Command. Apparently the Chapel's key institutions are each modeled after a core value they preach. The Closed Fist is about showing no mercy to the faithless, and this is where they plan their military ops. The Resistance got an agent inside and recorded the Phil's chaplain being way too honest about the reasons for invading Medill. Okay, so we've got the recording. A Resistance agent managed to record the first chaplain telling his advisors they're only invading Medill to secure its mana mines, and that they've been lying about communing with the dead to justify it. If enough people see this, it could make an actual difference to the Chapel's stronghold on Kalan. So it has 3 links. Revealed memories of, made at, must be broadcast at. Okay, so it was made at the Chapel of the Closed Fist. Must be broadcast at... we have the Chapel of the Civil Tongue, Chapel's main broadcast center. All state-authorized media in Kalan is controlled from this huge tech hub, from TV channels to the state-sanctioned internet. If you want to get something in front of an average Kalani family, it has to come from here. Okay, so we need to broadcast it from here, and it revealed motives of the chapel. Yes. Okay, so that's all connected. We also have our team obtained Dal. They're now part of our team. Oh no, it's not Dal. We obtained the recording. That makes more sense. Like, obtained a person? Okay, there is more. So Chapel, motive for invasion, and we've got mana dust from the mines in South Medill. The rarest ingredient in synthetic mana is beryllium calcite, and most of the world's supply comes from the mines in southern Medill. It's been a valuable resource in the energy industry for decades, but now that there's whispers of reactor finding a military use for synthetic mana, global powers like the Chapel are taking an even keener interest in controlling it. And it comes from the mines. Yeah, the same ingredient. The DSR's always been shady about what they're mining it for, but now there's whispers of, yes, military use. Yes, okay, so it's kind of the same stuff in both those notes. So Chapel's motive for invasion is the mana dust, and the reactor has military use for the mana dust as well. This all makes sense now. Everything's connected. Lots of lines. Some of them are crossing. Can we move Dal into our team? Yes, we can. And we can... okay, we haven't read Dessa or Dal. She's been like crossing things out. Macromedics. Sent you a new pic. Please update, because it's just her in the prison. I worked in on banks. Yeah, that was when she was doing the surgery. I undo damage. Only works if you're dead. If you're not, I can get you there for an extra $6,000. Call. How many people do you think are reading our secret map? Wait, you get paid $6,000? I mean, yeah. Those are some very particular skills. Dal likes trucks, dogs, wine, welding, brutally strong cheese. Dislikes. I've dedicated my life to gutting the regime that's choking my country. You're really asking me what I dislike? Oh, put olives. Fuck olives. They're like if salt could vomit. Hey, olives are good. Hobbies. Sometimes I break into the Parkside Vehicles depot and jam defective tear gas grenades inside their condensers. So next time they roll out to chase us, they'll choke on their own fucking smoke. Used to play hockey. That was an icon of the Kalani resistance. Every DSR news piece on it still uses that photo of her smashing into the wall of Riot Priest at Chalice Square. What photo? Show me. We always assumed she was one of them who defected, but apparently she never was. She stole the armor from one she killed. Because she's fucking hardcore. She used to fix cars. I still fix cars. Now she fixes and customizes her own armor. Okay, so she wasn't ever part of that whole situation. She was just like, yes, I'll strip you for your armor. And we're gonna wrap it out for today. We've done a bit of progress with the missions, we've got some dreams, and yeah, we're kicking butts, right? We're gonna see what's that recording gonna unlock for us next time. So, if you enjoyed this one, consider liking or subscribing. Thank you to channel members for supporting the channel, and I will see you soon on another adventure.